Arizona, homeowner's best friend.
We are talking about high price of insurance, and in our article that you wrote with us, it talks about selecting insurance, and there are actually some specific steps that if you're not happy with the quote, there are other ways maybe you could shop a discount in there.
Yeah.
What are some of those tricks of the trade?
Yes. So a lot of folks have heard of some of these, but maybe you haven't heard of others for getting some of those discounts. So the first one right out of the bat, if you haven't, I mentioned it a second ago, if you haven't bundled your insurance, I think that's just the first easiest one to do, right? So call up your carrier and say, hey, I also have a motorcycle policy. I also have, right, maybe a rental house, right? So bundle those policies together, because for the insurance company, it's all about the total risk, right? And they start giving some really big discounts for that. So those are usually the biggest ones.
Don't I usually see an option for prepay?
Prepay. So if you do a prepay, right, instead of doing monthly, I know for some folks that might not be possible, right, with just their budget. But if you can do a prepay, you can also save 5-10% in many cases. So having that premium paid up front, a lot of times if it's a homeowner's insurance, it's already through your mortgage. So you might be getting that prepaid discount because your mortgage is paying it through escrow right up front. But if you have a house that the mortgage is paid off and maybe you're paying it for yourself, I would definitely look at that paid in full discount. Advanced quote. A lot of people don't know this. If you're shopping for insurance, don't say, hey, I need it tomorrow. If you've got about a 2-week head start, call the insurance company, say, hey, I won't need this insurance for 30 days. I'm just getting some of these quotes started. They actually give you a discount for advanced quote. Why do they do that? Because they've come to find that people that shop last minute tend to have more claims. And that's what insurance is, right? They just have these patterns, right? They just have these statistics, actuarial statistics that share with them those things. And then the other couple things I think people forget is that in the state of Arizona, as in many, many, many other states, I think it's actually all 50, credit score. Here's something interesting that happened during the pandemic. A lot of people paid off debt during the pandemic. They paid down bills, right? And their credit scores went up. And they might not know that the insurance company is giving them a discount or charging them maybe a little bit more because of their old credit score, right? If your credit score has improved over the last 2 or 3 years, call your carrier and ask them to consider re-rating your credit score. Your credit score is a really big variable in that policy premium. So if you believe you have a better credit score, I would definitely encourage you to call your carrier and say, hey, would you all run my credit score again? Because I think I'm in a better spot and I'd love to see if that discount applies to me.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona homeowner's best friend.